Greetings and welcome everyone to episode 27. On today's episode, we're going to be searching. We're actually on a mission to find iron, gold, lapis, and stardust. Now I've mapped out a few places where they're located, but getting to them and harvesting them is our goal today. So not much has really happened since the last episode, but I got a few things ready to go since we're going to go out on that mission, and I'm making some bread to take with us as well because we should have some of that as we go forth into the world here. So there we got some bread to go with us too to keep up our nutrition stats, which are quite high actually, and that is good. Keeps us prepared and good to go. So we got a little map here. Let me show you what we're doing here. So I try to mark out every type of ore and or other things that I find on the map, whether it's a village or whatnot. And there are 3 other villages on here that I didn't mark, but they were pretty much dead looking and didn't have anything with them anyway. But with that in mind, we have lapis really close to us. We have iron and gold, and we even have some stardust around here somewhere. I can't remember. There is quite a bit of stuff around us that I've been able to mark to get us what we need. So there's some stardust up there. I thought there was some stardust down here somewhere, but one of these is next to like a layer or something, and I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Gold right next to the layer, but I marked it, so it's a win-win. So it looks like we got stardust down here next to this gold. So what we'll do is we're gonna hit these ones up here and then go down here and hit these ones up. I think it'll really work out for us. And there's some weird abysmal craft land down here that has like anti-chickens and anti-cows. Something I totally want to eventually spend some time exploring. So I marked it with a special identifier. I don't even know what that is, but we chose it for the identifier so it'll work out. So we're going to be heading south. And we're going to try to hit these up as much as we can and try to get at least a stack of each to help us out. So let's get going. And let's go find some of these goody goods. So let's see, we need a general direction. Lapis is, whoops, wrong button. That way. So let's go grab that first lapis. And we'll go, we gotta go beyond the expanse of our area of control. Oh, something else I should tell you is, there is a tiny piece of a jungle right here on my little island, this close to the house where the tree farms are over there. And the birds do spawn here. I went all over Kingdom Come trying to find this place. And they were right here the whole time. It's kind of hilarious, kind of. But we managed to get it. So, no big deal. What is that? Oh, just a darker leaf. So, we're going to head out over here and find that lapis. And hopefully not much else, because we don't really want to die out here. We can see it on our map now. So we're going to head straight towards it. And then we're going to dig down. And hopefully be able to find it fairly quickly. I left several of the samples on the ground, but I noticed if you right click a sample on the ground, what happens is it turns into one of these little rocks. So yeah, be very careful when you're trying to mark something and you right click even with the atlas in your hand, it does that. So what we're doing here is, as you can see, we have found our lapis right here. It's in this chunk. Can't really use the chunk map border, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down until I find it, and then I will be back. I think we may have located it. We also found an enderman down here in a cave. It's pretty crazy. Found this weird cave system while we were tunneling down through here. And it's definitely pretty neat. So somewhere this direction is lapis. And we also got this cool Halitis salt or whatever it is. Almost looks like Himalayan salt. So I can't really complain, and it drops XP, and it's in a massive chunk. So it's a win-win. Let's see. The lapis should be this way. I wonder if it's a big cavernous expanse like the other ones were, or if it's just going to be, oh my goodness, it looks like a lot. So we're going to tunnel in here. And now we have roses are red, lapis is blue. That's a win-win for us. I'm thankful that we are... Oh! No, you don't. What is that? It says unfamiliar item. Which means we can't do nothing with it until stage 3, but I'm going to take it anyway. We gotta be careful that there's not more of that below us here as we continue to dig. I'm gonna dig out as much of this lapis as I can. And I'm gonna put down a totem to do so. And then, once I get it all dug out, I'll be back, because we need to move on to the next item on the list. We're gonna need to repair this pick in the process. Okay, so let me put down the totem, and I'll be back. So there we are, the last of the lapis. We totally mined this area out. And we used a pig totem for luck, and I think it helped out because I got quite a few stacks. If you look in my bag here, you add them all up, that's quite a bit of lapis. I was getting 2 to 5 per block, which is pretty good. I'm very proud of that. So we're going to actually head back real quick. Thankfully we're not very far away because our quartz our quartz tool is almost done, which is unfortunate. But we got all these Carillion gem clusters as well, which is pretty nice. So I got my ender dust as well to help us out with our other project, which is a win-win. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to head back, and so I got the lapis put away and I got everything else situated, and I have some more black quartz as we continue to make our way. So that lapis is good. Now we're going to head over here towards the iron and the gold on this one mountaintop, and hopefully we can reach it without too much difficulty because it is going to be quite a ways down. So let's go over here. We had a wolf problem on the tops of these types of mountains over here. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how we're going to handle that. So let's jump over and through here. Hopefully there's no piranhas. Sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't. Looks like we're okay on this run. So we're going to head up here, and I'm going to meet you once we find the iron. So we have roughly located where the iron is. It's the hematite. And so what we're going to try to do is I'm actually going to try to go down the side of the mountain and then dig our way in, because iron is found at an interesting level. Let's look it up here real quick. It's found between 32 and 60, and currently we're at 98. So we can save ourselves a lot of time by just going down and into the side of the mountain to locate this iron. So I'm going to head down there and hopefully be able to find the iron a little bit quicker by just going down the side here. And then we'll dig in to get to its location. So I'll see you once I find some iron. So I think it's quite a ways off here, but the numbers just keep increasing as I go further in here, or as I go further up in my prospecting. So we got to be getting close to it. I mean, not that it shows us distance in any way, it just basically shows us how far away it is. I mean, not distance, but it shows us that it's in that direction. Interesting, the numbers are changing. Weird. But we'll get there. Oh, we found water? Of all things, water. So let's go up in here into this little whatever this is, and let us see. Oh my. Oh, we found the ocean. We need to get into our little hidey hole where we dug and go back down, and we're gonna need to make a ceiling as we go. This is definitely going to be different. That occasionally happens. Okay, so we know that it's this direction, and we have a gravel bottom, and we need to dig for a bit. So it's going to take me a minute. So I'll see you guys once I finish doing this. I'm going to need to switch out to cobblestone here. We'll be able to get her done. So I think I found it. The cavern that opens up to show the hematite, but I'm going to light this up real quick here, because you never know what's in here, and just better to be safe than sorry. So we put down some torches, lit the area up a little bit, and as you can see we got this quite a large pocket, but we are under the ocean right now. It actually was kind of interesting getting into here. we ran into quite a bit of water, but that's okay. Not a big deal, and there's some water right there too. That probably leads to the surface, and there's clearly some hematite on the back of it. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to set up my totems, and we're going to go to town and mine this out. I think there we go. 5.5 stacks should do it for us. Should get us what we need. Now we gotta get out of this blasted ocean. Hopefully it's daytime now. It is not yet daytime. So we're gonna take a short nap, and then we're gonna head to the surface. We're on our way now to find the gold. It's over this way, as you can see it on the map. We're gonna hope to be able to do the same thing we did before by tunneling through the side of the mountain, because gold's even deeper. So we're gonna go down here to this little ravine, I guess you could say, or valley that exists down here. I guess a valley would be a better term. And then we're just going to dig straight down and in, and hopefully find that gold. So let's get to it. We have finally discovered gold. Here we are. It took all this time, but we finally were able to locate it, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So what I gotta do here is I gotta try to dig it out. We ran into a slight issue. We ran out of torches, so we may have to head back and get some torches before we go get starlight, or stardust, I should say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down a torch here, and then we're gonna put up our totem, and hope that we get all the gold that we need from this, because we're already at like Y level 6 or something. Yeah, we're at Y level 6. It's pretty crazy. But now we have gold. The advancement has been achieved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a little bit out, make sure to put down my totem. We're going to grab a couple stacks of this, and then I will be back once we have mined most of this out. So as you can see, I mined this out extensively. There's only 1 or 2 pieces that I wasn't able to get to due to the bedrock being so close by. But I mined out all of it that I could find, and I got well over 5 stacks, which is really nice. I'm really happy for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my way to the surface and get up out of here somehow. But I will see you guys at the surface once I get through all of this ruckus and back to the top. Shouldn't be too difficult. I had to use a lot of my special torches to get there, but we got there. So I'll see you guys at the surface. Well, we made it to the surface. Now it's time to make it back to the base. We need to get back to the base to resupply on some things, and we might as well drop off some of the nice things we found here. So let's head on back using this these nice highlands here, or whatever they are. And we'll head towards home, and we'll certainly be able to make some more torches and get some of the things we need. I haven't seen any of the wolves that frequent here. They seem to be attacking the bears typically. It's pretty interesting. I watched it for a little bit one time and thought it was definitely neat. But I think we're coming over here to where we jump across to the base here. Yep, we sure are. And kersplash. So I'm gonna get this stuff cleaned up, and then I'll be ready to go for the next step. We gotta find that Stardust. So let's drop some of this stuff off, and we'll get some of it processed. Well, we'll at least get it in place to be processed. We won't process it till we get back, at least here. We got some clay while we're at it too, which I'm happy about that. Clay is good too. Okay, so we got those things. So let's take our partial stack here, and we'll put it in our offhand, so we can put up all this cobblestone. We'll just drop it in there, just like so. Okay, there we go. Now we got the ardite. I'm saving that because I might just use it for something. Seems like a good material to have. Drop that off. Oh, I guess the gravel goes in there. Whoops. There we go. And then of course some more marble. Can't ever have too much marble. There we go. So let's make some more torches here. We definitely need them. We're gonna go with 32 of you. We'll go with 32 of you. And then we need some sticks here. Should be just enough, and there is. So let's make them just like so. Very nice. So we got our boots and our spare wood, and we got our buckets. All of it's in place there, which is good. And we got enough stuff to repair our pickaxe thing, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So let's see. We're putting up some more stuff, and now we're gonna look at our map. Well, let's eat something here first. Let's make sure we... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Food's fine. We're gonna eat something, and then we're gonna look at our map and determine which Stardust we should go towards. Because that's really what's gonna help us out here, is figuring out which Stardust is gonna benefit us the most here. So either one is pretty easy. I just gotta remember where it's at. The one is pretty far away. Pretty far away. So yeah, that one is far away. I don't know if I want to go that far. That's trudging quite a bit. The other one, yeah, it's far away, but it's actually across a huge land mass. I can pretty much run the whole way there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the one to the south. Once I reach it and find it, I'll I'll let you guys know. So I'll be right back once I get all the way over there. So we've located the spot where the Lapis, or the Stardust is. So we're gonna go digging for that. Let's see how much fun it is for us to get to it. I had to pass a whole pack of wolves right up atop the hill just to go for it. But we should be good to dig down through here. Hopefully it's pretty deep and we don't really have to worry about too much. So I'm gonna jump right in and see if I can find some. We found the rock crystals. Very nice. And they don't stack. Holy smokes, we're gonna have to figure out something about that. So let's see what we can do here. There's got to be some way to use it or do something with it. So then we can use this somehow to make the stuff we need going forward here. But let's see what we can do here. We can make liquid starlight. We can make several things here. So let's see here. We're gonna go back down in here. Wait, we need to dump out stuff. That's why we came up top. Let the lava have it. All this beautiful cobblestone and gravel. We're pretty much gonna fill up. I did not realize that it would be so much stuff, but let's go mine it. It wasn't easy to find here too. Potentially underneath all this lava. Makes it not a fun trade, but we got it. We definitely have it here. I don't really need my fast mining ability either, per se. Oh, we need that to be there. So let's see here. Man, it's got a really nice effect. It's so bright and shiny. Yeah, as we fill up on these, we're gonna have to fill up the bag too, by the looks of things. So we're gonna grab as many of these as we can to get these rock crystals out of here. Oh, we're already full. So we may end up having to make a trip back here. Just to pick up this stuff, you know? But we're gonna try to get as many as we can. And then we'll bounce out of here. I figure Stardust. I thought this would be Stardust since I saw Stardust at the surface when I broke the rock crystal cluster, but who knows? Somebody's up there dying. He is not dying very fast. What was that? It probably wasn't very good. But thankfully, nothing should be able to get up here and get close to us. For us to be able to pick up all this stuff here. Okay, so we're full on rock clusters here. Okay. There's still a few shiny ones there, but we're gonna have to just deal with that. Move back here in the corner. We'll try to pick up one more there, and we can sacrifice the marble. Yeah, we should be okay there. Okay, so it looks like we picked them all up. We need to find out how to make Stardust, I guess. Let's look that up real quick. There's gotta be some recipe for it. So I guess you can make star metal ingots or find star metal ore, which I haven't found yet. We've only found these rock crystals here. You can turn this unfamiliar item into it. You can grindstone the star metal ingot into it. Or using the hellfire for ender dust. Really? Really? Black metal ingot? That's not so bad. But still, holy smokes. That's how we're going to make Stardust? Wow, I'm going to have to collect what I can find on the surface, I guess, to be able to get this done. But that's fine. We will do what we got to do. And like I said, this has its own recipes as well. In the Hellfire Forge, we can make the light well, which is probably one of the things we're going to get to next. You know, just simple stuff. I see us moving forward with this. The Necronomicon gives us access to the constellation paper. But we're going to need a lot more of the aquamarine, which we'll have to go mine as well. But we're full on this for now, and that's going to have to do. We're going to head on back now. It was quite a journey to get here, but we will be able to get back now. It's not too big of an issue. Pretty much just dug our way straight down once we found out where we were going. Here it is. Here's the spot. And then I'll just dig all the way back up. And we'll be able to get back to where we were pretty easily. Put a couple torches here so that we know where we're going here. It led us into this other room as well, and we'll surround it with torches so that we know where to go. And there's tons of beryllium ore in here. Just tons. And we'll have to come back for that if we ever need it again. And this here is another pathway out, but we'll take the same way we took, or not a pathway out, but another. Well, this silly thing is not letting us up there. There we go. Well, where's our way out? I thought I marked it as being our way out. I'll have to figure this out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right way out. Just how we got to here is the question. Well, I'll figure it out, and I'll meet you guys back at the surface. So we finally made it back after a little bout with some piranhas. And while I was on my raft trying to swim the way back, it was pretty crazy. But I think we got quite a bit today. We got all these doggone crystals that we got to figure out a place for. I'm going to just stuff them in a crate for now, I think. And then we'll evaluate what we're going to do with them once we get them all settled in. I'm kind of glad we went back and dumped everything before we did this. Kind of wished in a way that I would have brought a few things, though. I still got to figure out another way to get some more Stardust here. So, but we almost filled up this whole crate with rock crystals, and they're all different. You got all different types of purities, size, and cutting. So, it'd be definitely interesting to see what we can come up with here. Being able to use them, we'll have to look into what it takes here to be able to make the stuff that we want to make. And I hope we have enough Stardust to at least get us started. We should, though. We should. We got plenty of Lapis, which is pretty good. We got several stacks of Lapis. We got lots of gold and iron here that we need to start cooking up ASAP. So let's start with the iron here. We'll just do what we always do. We'll break it into sets of 9 so we can block it up here. Oh, I hear you, kitty. I hear you. Oh, so it'll all work, because that's perfectly 9. There we go. So once it goes in there, it'll start melting. Not enough heat to melt this item, so we're going to have to figure something out here. By looks of things, we're going to need to find another way to melt this. So we'll take that out of there. So there's a temperature limit. It has to be in a different type of device. I guess I can turn it into grit with the quartz grindstone. And then what happens with it? I can put it in the kiln to make some more unfamiliar items. Or the arc furnace and whatnot. So basically we can't do anything with it in that form just yet. So we need to look here at maybe making a smelt. To smelt it, we need a tinker smelting. Let's see, we have a melter. Smaller version of a smeltery. Can melt metals but cannot melt alloys. Okay, so maybe we need to make that one instead. But it says it requires 500 and some for a temperature, so it's going to require lava. So we're going to have to figure out how to do that one, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. We'll have to get a different type of heater. So let's look up Tinker's Construct here, or let's look up porcelain. If I spell it correctly here. P-O-R-C here. Let's look it up. P-O-R-C. Is there another type of heater? Because we got the regular heater. So you got a porcelain tank. Heart of the melter. Retains liquids when broken. The issue is when moving lava for us, we're going to run into a small problem here. So let's see. Heart of the melter. Retains liquid when broken. So let's see. I don't know if we can attach this to the porcelain melter, but we'll see. So it requires porcelain bricks and a clay barrel. So let's make the clay barrel real quick first. So let's see here, and then we have some of the porcelain. We need 8 of that, and we'll get that cooking up right away. And we'll put them over here. That should work out. And then grab our little handy dandy crafter on a stick. And there is our unfired clay barrel. We'll also put that in there. And we'll check on these. We got our porcelain bricks going. Put away this clay real quick. So there's got to be a way to make this work. That's why it's set up and designed the way it is designed. Because it will work, we just got to figure it out. So let's see here. We're getting our porcelain done. Might as well take half of that. There we go, and we'll throw that over here just so it's a little bit faster. We'll grab these 3 or 4, I guess, and then we'll grab this one. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, there's still one left in there, I think. So we got 4 of these, and we got our clay barrel. I think that's what it takes. Let me double check that. Oh, we can change its color even. Yep. So that's how we do it. You either surround it with the seared bricks, or you surround it with the porcelain. I really like the porcelain personally. So let's see here. We got our other 3 and the 1. So let's put it together. We may need to go get some lava. But I'm not sure that this will connect. Ooh, boom! We got an achievement. An advancement. I did not realize we'd get one. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Smeltery tank. Solid fuels only get you so far. Craft and place the porcelain or smeltery tank beneath your melter and it will melt iron and other materials needed for higher temperatures. Note, you'll need to let the current fuel source run out or break and replace the melter to see the new temperature. Oh, snap. We did it. Without even knowing it, we did it. Okay, so let's go in here and let's grab our current fuel. And we're going to need to break these 2 because I don't really have anything else to cook here. So we'll break these 2 real quick like. And we'll drop the new tank in place. And we'll put the melter in place here. Boom. So our little heater, we're going to have to set him aside. I mean, we may need him for something else. We may set him up for something else. But now we need lava, and to get lava and transport lava, we're going to burn a bucket every time we do that. So if I move a bucket of lava, I am going to have an issue here. Now the closest lava that I know of is, where was it? There is a close thing of lava. I'll go get some lava and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went to the beneath and just grabbed a bucket of lava from a pool that was fairly close. And we're going to use that as our source. Now, it destroyed the bucket, as you could tell. Now, I'll probably use this to hopefully make a bucket. So we're going to need to work on casting for a bucket here pretty quick, so that we can, so that we don't burn up our stuff too quickly here. Because otherwise we're just going to be going through buckets like left and right. So let's start by making at least 1. So let's start with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll give us enough for several buckets. And it should melt it, which it is doing currently. Very nice. We have our temperature, which is 1300. as you can see, and we have our space there, which doesn't give us a lot of space, but it does give us some. So we'll use that to heat up our iron real quick, and that will help us get into the next level, because I think iron is 500 something, and then what is the gold? Let's check that out real quick. So if we look at the gold and we melt it down, it requires 416. It's not as high as the iron, but I still think it's higher than the maximum for the initial heater that it had. So very, very nice. And they each give a single ingot, which I'm actually pretty happy with that. I am very happy with that. So now we're going to be able to make an iron bucket, and then we're going to go into making other things that we need, because we'll use the we'll make a tank. I think not just those tanks, but there's another tank, like the porcelain window. The tank probably will hold the liquid even after you break it. I think retains liquid upon breaking. So once I make a metal bucket, I can use the porcelain tank to hold liquid. So I can make another one of those without too much difficulty to be able to transport quite a bit of lava for our setup here. So all we gotta do is work on making that bucket. And I think that's where I'm going to call the episode, so that we can work towards that bucket next time. We already have 6 ingots in there. That's pretty awesome. So we're going to have our iron in no time. But, like I said, that's where I'm going to call the episode. And we will get back to this with the making of the bucket, the ingots, getting our gold, converting our starlight, and maybe making our framed storage drawers on the next one. So, thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.